Hello, I'm talking to you from the Northern Hemisphere on the shortest day of the year, the 25th of December, which is always very gloomy. The sky is overcast. We try to lighten the mood with the pretty coloured lights and kind of go within and wait for the light and the warmth to come back. But what's happening to our eyes during this time? Look at me, can you see my face? Are you trying to see my face? Don't try, don't strain, just take a step back and let yourself relax and notice what it is that you can see in this image. Well, the thing that's probably most obvious about me is my outline. You can actually trace around my shape, and you've got quite dark silhouette on one side and you've got the bright background on the other. So just think about it. When you're looking at this shoulder, you've got light on one side and dark on the other. And when you're looking at this shoulder, they're on the opposite side. Whichever point you're looking at, even if you can't make out the kind of detail you expect to make out, there are things that you can notice about it. Then we've got a tree with little lights, and this is actually brilliant for practicing central fixation. So you just look at one light, look at another light, look at another light. Let your attention skip lightly from one light to another. Have a look at all the red lights. How many red lights are there? And when they disappear, well, you have to stop. You can close your eyes and relax. And it doesn't matter if you never actually find out how many lights, because it's the action, it's the activity that's the important thing. It's the directing of your attention in an easy, playful way towards particular points, one after the other. And even on the most gloomy day, there's still a certain amount of light in the sky, and it's a good thing to go out and just soak up that light and remind your eyes of the feeling of there being light coming into your system. Because the way your eyes function is through sensing the contrast between the light and the darkness. So you're always looking to stimulate your vision with contrasting light and darkness, light and darkness. So I'm letting my attention rove over the sky, through the roof of my conservatory. And this is stimulating my eyes. You see how small my pupils have become. And now if I palm, just palm for a few minutes, and now I'm allowing my eyes to rest in darkness. I have a memory of the light. I can switch in my memory between the feeling of being in the light and the feeling of being in the darkness. And this is a good practice for my imagination. And while my eyes are resting, they're slowly relaxing and the pupils are dilating. I don't know if it's been long enough, but let's see if you can tell any difference in the size of my pupils. Remember that if you are practicing Bates' method and aiming to improve your vision, the light levels do have a big effect on your ability to see. And when the light levels are low, you can't expect to see as well as when they're high. When there's a lot of light, your pupils contract. And this means you naturally have a bigger depth of field and you don't have to focus so much as if the light levels were low. So you can help yourself by making sure you have enough bright light, preferably full spectrum light, when you're doing things like reading, so that you don't have to strain to make out what you're looking at. If you do find yourself straining your vision, please try to remember it's not a marathon. It's not about how long you can go without glasses without dying or something. If you find that you're straining to see, then for goodness sake, use whatever is available to you to help you to see without that straining. So better light, move closer or further away, use a magnifying glass, use your glasses. Glasses are helpful and useful. They're not the devil incarnate or anything. And sometimes we just have to use them. I know at one point in his career, Dr. Bates told people to throw away their glasses, but he did change his mind on that one. And it's obvious you've got to follow your own common sense. You can't just be dogmatic about it. Vision is a dynamic, practical sense, and we need to give it all the help we can to work the best it can. I'm not saying don't practice Bates when conditions are bad. I'm saying make the decision. Am I at this moment more interested in practicing Bates or more interested in just getting on with my life? Or can I manage to do both at the same time? And that's the tricky thing, and you can't always manage it. So you have to assess the situation and make a decision. It's not the end of the world if you're wearing glasses for 2 hours, 4 hours, but if you're doing it all day, every day, then you are not going to make any progress with vision improvement. So it's about balance, really. And the important thing is that when you do practice Bates techniques, when you practice your shifting, looking at one point and another point, and you're swinging, noticing that things are moving around you when you move, and you're resting. When you practice these things, focus on them with all your attention and notice what effect you get from them, because this is where the opportunity for growth and change comes, is in being aware of what's going on. So, happy festive season. I'll see you again next year. Bye.